One more very important question
Okay.
and very popular one. So, what do you think is the root cause of human suffering, human mental pain, anguish, agony? And if you have to give like short advice, like three things, five things, or something that can be summed in like 2, 3 minutes, what will be your advice regarding reducing or eliminating mental suffering, mental pain in one's life?
Go ahead, Pete.
um, if I would have to pick a word to designate as the root of suffering, I would pick the word more. You know, where human beings are never satisfied. You are looking always. You're looking over your shoulder to the next second, to the next minute. Well, what is ahead? What is and this is the this and dissatisfaction, rejection of what is happening now, and as assigning your sensations to an owner that you call yourself. This is happening to me. This is also the root of suffering. You know,
I like that. You said an honor you call yourself. Is that what you said? An honor you call yourself. That's an interesting way of putting it.
yeah, that you view yourself as the owner of sensations. Things are happening to you, or I view it as things are happening to me, and that is the root of suffering. See, have you ever noticed with what equanimity you listen to somebody else's struggle?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody tells you, "Oh, my dog died, my wife left me, I lost my job," uh, you know, oh, even if you sympathize and are compassionate and will try to help the person in whatever way you can, you have a certain degree of detachment.
Mm-hmm.
To you, to those happenings, like it wouldn't be the same. I mean, if your dog has died, if your wife has left you, if you got fired from your job, you know, it's like what happens to someone else. You watch like you're watching a movie, more or less. You know, depending on the degree of closeness you have to the person. Of course, a mother and a father had a very close relationship to their offspring, so they would feel more pain and suffering, you know.
So what happens if a person learns to watch themselves like a movie?
Yeah, but if you view yourself as really nobody, like things are happening, but they're not happening to you. It's just a movie that you're watching in a very special theater in which you smell and you have the five senses and you feel and pain and you feel joy and happiness and sadness and you taste, you hear, you know, and you are of course the star of the movie. So you know you have to come on top all the time. So to me, that's the root of suffering. If you're gonna step back and become detached from happenings, and if you can renounce that word more and be contented with what you have now, there will be no need to suffer.
You know, what you're saying makes perfect sense. Now, I have a different way of responding that's very different, and maybe you can see how it is a different form of what you said. We'll see. I've noticed that myself, and I believe it's true for others, that when we function, when our bodies, our cells, our minds, or our system, whatever it is functioning and engaged, we tend to enjoy that. You know
Yes.
that I, it's not, I get into doing some math. Well, it's not the math. It's I'm enjoying the experience of my mind doing the math. And,
That's
I enjoy my faculties functioning.
right. Mm-hmm.
And I think we're kind of made that way. And getting back to the Dance of Shiva thing, there's this vitality, this spark that's always there. But we can get away from that. So that spark is our headache instead of who we are. We're instead of living in the middle of that life, we have chosen, I think you're alluding to, some security or some steady thing that keeps us from being in that middle of that bubbling moment. And so unhappiness is when we're divorced from the own life within ourselves. If we move with that life, it's natural to enjoy that.
Another thing that I think is very important to stop suffering is to view problems and adversity as some kind of sport.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yes.
tragedies,
Yeah.
People like to live a trouble-free life, but some people that are not even considered enlightened, they go out of their way to find trouble and difficulties and go out to the North Pole or the South Pole of the highest mountain, or trek in the desert with little supplies.
There's a story in psychology. I heard this story decades ago, but the story is about some psychologists testing children. So they had this, the glass mirror window that was a one-way mirror, and they put the kid in the room, and they observed the children. And some kids, they could have all kinds of toys, and they quickly became dissatisfied, started complaining. But there was this one kid, didn't matter what happened, he was always happy. Mm-hmm. So they tried an special experiment. They put a room, and they put a pile of manure in there. Put him in there. So he's digging through the manure. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, with all this manure, there must be a pony in here someplace." But that's the person that takes whatever it is and makes lemonade, you might say.
Yeah. So what do you think, Arvind?
Yeah, I like yours and Bill's answer, and I think this is a subject that has been studied quite a bit and spoken and taught by many teachers, and I think many teachings are pretty effective, including say the core teaching of Christianity. So Christianity says that okay, not my will, but God's will be done.
Mm-hmm.
So that means whatever you consider ultimate power, call it universe, call it reality, call it God. So you say that I am aligned with it. I am okay with whatever happens. So if you can really do that, I mean, mental suffering basically pretty much stops, at least at that point.
Yeah.
When you really
that's good.
align yourself with that.
I like it.
Even what you were saying, Bill, earlier, this I am, this consciousness, this awareness, this by which I am talking, by which I can feel, by which I can know, is only right now. It's arising right now. Even if you think that this body has been alive for many years, this consciousness, this spark, this light is only right now. Just like a candle burns, just like light is born on sun. Even if sun is burning for billions of years, this light is only now. So if you consider yourself from that perspective, if you think that in reality, all you think of your personal history, mental image, it is something that you are creating right now by associating this consciousness with the mental image, with the memory. So if you stop it right now, that mental suffering stops right now. And this consciousness that you are right now, you are not going to take it, carry it, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, or 1 year later. So whatever plans you make, whatever purpose you have, whatever goals you have, that is only to basically create memory, because this consciousness that you are is only now. It's not going to carry even like next minute. So light will keep burning or might keep burning, but that will be different light. That
Yeah.
is how it is for candle, that is how it is for sun. And in my experience, this is how it is for me, this is how it is for any human being. So confusion is that you think that just because this body has been conscious or generating consciousness for years, it has been same consciousness, but it is not. Only by associating with memory, we create this mental image of this person that can suffer.
Exactly. Yeah. Very good.
So I think we covered a lot for today.
Yeah, we covered a lot of in an hour and some minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's great. Hey, T, it's great to hear your voice for the first time.
Let's do this again, guys.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
That's a bet.
So namaste,
Namaste.
pranam, and thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Arvind, for pulling us off.
Oh yeah, great. Awesome.
Good
Okay,
job,
so
man.
we'll connect again.
Hey, Pete. Hey, Pete.
Yes.
You were saying, can I say something before we quit? Is that Arvind and I have been gotten together, was it 5 times now, or 4 or 5 times at lunch, and we will go to the Cisco campus, beautiful campus, just sit under a park bench under a tree.
Yeah, I seen it.
And it's really amazing. To me, it's like somehow when he and I are together, it's the consciousness is one thing. I don't feel like he's a different person. We're just in the same space. It's really cool. And I've really enjoyed those talks with him. And he's it's just really. And what you said about his eyes is really true. There's so much that comes through Arvind's eyes.
I didn't mention his eyes.
Oh, you didn't?
I know.
You said his face.
His face.
All right.
Hey, but if you like his eyes, it's okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, guys, it was a pleasure talking to you. Arvind, let's keep posting and show your face, buddy.
Sure thing.
Ah! See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, take care.